Hey YouTube commanders, welcome to a new video. Today we're looking at how you can get 3 droids in Star Wars Commander without having to shell out money for crystals. Now I've got 4 at the moment. Reason is I took advantage of the Christmas offer and bought some crystals and then bought an additional droid, so I've got 4. That droid cost me 1,000 crystals. But you can buy a droid for 500, which is the first one that you can purchase for 500 crystals. Now if you're a new player to the game, this will be beneficial to you. If you've played the game for a while, it might not work. It depends on how much you've done the chapters or not. So all based around chapters and not spending the crystals that you earn from all the rocks and things around your base, and those crystals that you gain from the loot crates. Now if you get up to about chapter 9, as far as I did, which is what I'm on now actually, and just finished it, there's a guide also for chapter 9 if you get stuck on the last level, but you will get about 175 crystals, which is a really good haul, meaning that you haven't got many more crystals to get your droid. So the thing to do is, importantly, is when you do get your crystals, is that you don't waste them on upgrades and speeding up military, that sort of thing. Now you're probably thinking that, you know, getting over 300 crystals is quite a lot, but it's not, because if you do all the rocks around your base, that's probably going to be maybe 50 crystals there straight away, plus the ones you get from opening the boxes when you do attacks, and also from the daily rewards as well. Because I got mine relatively quickly to my 3rd droid, but I didn't spend any of my crystals on upgrades. That is probably the most important thing to do, because that is just wasted money. It doesn't benefit you if you spend 10, 20, 30 crystals on an upgrade. It just isn't worth it. Always plan your big upgrades when you're sleeping, or if you do conflicts a lot like I do, just plan it around that. So for example, we just had the Bunta's Eve conflict on Tatooine, which is where this footage is coming from. I came 3rd because unfortunately I didn't have enough time to get into the top 2%, as I had to pop out, and by the time I got back I only had about half an hour to go, but managed to squeeze just into the 4.7% player base. So I was happy with that, to be fair. But yeah, it's important that you do all these kind of missions and you pick up stuff, these crystals, as you go along. And from heroic defences, now if you don't do 3 stars on a heroic defence, you get another crate, which could contain crystals as well. Now I've been getting 10 crystals out of those. The average I've had is 5, but to be fair, it's been a pretty good haul. So if you combine all that together, you will rapidly reach your target of 500, and then you can purchase a droid without having to spend any real money. And 3 droids, I think, is probably going to be good enough. I mean, 4's good. 4 will really help you push towards the max level, but early days, 3 droids mean that you can upgrade turrets fast. You can upgrade everything a lot faster, and also build things quicker as well, meaning that you can shore up your defences and ensure that you haven't got much loot sitting around for players to obviously take from you, all your credits and alloy. There's no point earning all these alloy and credits and keeping it, and then players coming overnight and just take it from you as they destroy your base. Now if you look out on my videos as well, if you are a new player to the game, you check out my defences of my bases for levels 4, 5 and 6 will be coming very soon. But number 4's up, and even 5, the base hasn't changed much. My layout hasn't changed hardly at all. I've now put down my 3rd generator, shield generator, and I'll be doing an updated video on level 6 base layout once I've had all the upgrades done, and I've just made some tweaks to my defence. And strangely enough, I'm not actually been attacked for a week, which is really weird. I think people are looking at the base and thinking it's either going to be too difficult to take down, or they're thinking that there is nothing worth taking because I spend all my credits and alloy on upgrading before I go to bed. That way it looks less appealing to an attacker. And yeah, you do want people to attack your base, because obviously if they lose, you get things for it. You get bonus points and medals for it, so you do want them to do that. But it's just odd how my base isn't really coming under attack. But if you watch these videos here, there's some good tips here on how to attack bases as well. I'll always look for a vulnerable base before I go into an attack, and I won't position my troops in what I would consider to be a predictable area because of traps, and that can really decimate your military. Current combinations, you can see here, there's a few tanks, because the Imperials mostly machine focus and the healer droids are for machines. That's what I tend to normally use when I attack bases. I try to go for 100%, doesn't always work that way. Give the base a good look and recon to see if things are in the corners, so I can drop down a stormtrooper just to have a good go on that. But as you can see, I look for player bases that have really got hardly good defences or lower level turrets. Sometimes, depends if I need the credits, I'll look for loot, and high level loot bases I will quite happily attack. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, give a comment below, and what I will do is I'll try and get back to you, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy.